So you've had a parking fine appeal rejected by the company who first issued the ticket, but you're still convinced that the original ticket was unfair. Well, thankfully, the independent service POPLA might just be the second chance that your appeal needs. POPLA, or Parking on Private Land Appeals, is an independent service for UK motorists who want to appeal a private parking ticket. POPLA's annual report in 2020 found that 41% of POPLA appeals are accepted, meaning you have a very decent 2 in 5 chance of getting your parking fine overturned. But to be clear, in order to escalate an appeal to POPLA, then it will need to be a private ticket, often called a parking charge notice. You'll only get one of these on private land, like say a car park for a supermarket. If you got a penalty charge notice from a council for a parking contravention on public land, then it wasn't a private ticket, so POPLA can't help you. A parking charge notice and a penalty charge notice may look and sound very similar, but they work completely differently, so it's really important to tell them apart. Additionally, not every private company is registered with POPLA. Some are with the IPC, or International Parking Community. If that's the case, then you'll need to deal with the IPC instead, though many of the points that I'm making today will still be relevant. However, if a company is not registered with any accredited trade association, then you'll need to proceed with caution. These companies cannot contact the DVLA for your address, so they can only send you a letter by collecting your address from other means, which might not be legal. Do your research, and if in doubt, you can check if a company is an ATA member by calling the British Parking Association, though beware, the call is not free. So, providing that you do have a private parking fine from a company who's registered with POPLA, providing that you've already appealed against the fine to the company who gave you the ticket, and providing that that appeal was rejected, then you have 21 days to escalate your appeal to POPLA. As mentioned, some might need to appeal to the IPC instead. There you'll still get 21 days to appeal for free. However, for a fee of £15, the IPC does allow you to appeal up to 1 year on. To start your POPLA appeal, you'll need a few bits of information such as your car registration, the reference number from the parking charge notice, and the 10-digit verification code from your initial appeal rejection. If the parking company didn't provide this code, then get onto them straight away, as it's required to submit your POPLA appeal. You can make a POPLA appeal on behalf of somebody else, providing that you explain why and provide evidence that you have permission to do so. Once your appeal is submitted online, it can take between 6 and 8 weeks for a decision to be made. If you're successful, then congratulations, no fine to pay. If, however, it gets rejected, then you'll have 28 days to pay up, or the original parking company could take legal action against you. So with the technicalities sorted, it's time to prepare your appeal evidence. POPLA states that they prefer evidence in the form of photographs and videos taken from your smartphone or scanned copies of relevant documents. You may also be able to use a witness statement if applicable. Since this is your last chance to appeal before any legal action is taken, you really should make every effort to make your case as strong as possible. For instance, instead of just simply stating that you believe the parking rules signage was unclear, you could greatly strengthen your POPLA appeal by including a few photos that you snapped of the car park in question. Car park operators are obligated to provide clear signage, so proving that they're not could give you strong grounds for an appeal. Another reason to appeal might be that you'd broken down in the car park and needed to wait for a recovery service. In this case, try to get some sort of mechanic's invoice or a witness statement from them in order to support your appeal. In a similar vein, if pretty much any genuine emergency prevented you from returning to your car or exiting the car park, then so long as you can prove it, you should have a good grounds to appeal. Your original ticket may be accusing you of staying a couple of minutes longer than you paid for. The reality is there's now a 10-minute grace period for car parks to give people time to get to their cars and exit the car park. So if a private firm attendant issued you with a parking fine when you overstayed by less than 10 minutes, you could use this loophole to get out of having to pay. Broken parking machines are one of the most common excuses for getting out of having to pay a private ticket. However, some private car parks state that you should not park when the parking meter isn't working. But are those signs clear and easy to see? Again, you could snap some pictures to support your appeal. Some payment machines ask you to enter your vehicle's registration number. If you got a ticket Simply because you entered your registration incorrectly, then you shouldn't have to pay. You're not allowed to edit or change your POPLA appeal after submission. Therefore, it's important to take the time beforehand to prepare your POPLA appeal and include everything you need to be successful. If you're finding it hard to know what to say and what evidence to include, then a popular option is to consult a solicitor who can help to make your appeal airtight. There's many online solicitors that work out cheaper and easier than meeting in person. JustAnswer, for example, only costs £5 for a trial, and one of my colleagues saved over £270 on a ticket doing that. I've linked this offer in the description, and if you use that, you'll also be supporting Money Nerd, so thank you.